Alright, so in this video, I want to talk with you about whether new is really always better. Alright, so this is a saying that I actually picked up from back in the days when I used to watch How I Met Your Mother. Barney Stinson used to say that about his female conquests. And he used to always say, new is always better. Now, of course, this is something that cannot only be applied to women, but also to many other areas in life. You could say that new is always better in terms of making friends, in terms of your job, in terms of where you decide to live. So I wanted to get a little deeper into that topic. I actually always lived by this rule in the last couple of years. I lived abroad for the most part of the last 3 or 4 years. So I was actually moving around a lot. I was living at places where I knew nobody or next to no one when I first got there. So I constantly had to adapt to new circumstances. I had to become good at making new friends very fast. I had to learn how to deal with new cultures and new living conditions. And actually, I got addicted to it. I really, really loved it. I could feel how it enriched my life every time I made these experiences. And I could really feel that I grew as a person while making these new experiences all the time. So, a couple of months ago, I was forced to move back to my hometown back in Germany, though. I did not do that voluntarily, I gotta say. I graduated from university and was pretty much broke and had to move back in with my parents until I found my first own job. So I moved back and I was not happy with this situation at all, because for me it felt like going backwards, in this hometown of mine, I know every bar, I know every club, I know every street and every corner. I felt like there's nothing new for me to experience here. And since I've made all these amazing new experiences over the last couple of years, I really felt bored by the idea of moving back into my hometown where I grew up and went to high school at. But actually, I made an interesting experience. I ran into a lot of people that I knew from back in the days, who I went to high school with, and a lot of them actually stayed in Ulm after they graduated from high school and did an apprenticeship here or maybe started studying here. And they were actually all very satisfied with living here in Ulm. They said that all the things that bother me, that I know every club, every bar, every corner, and every street, is what really makes their life great here. They have all their friends here. They never have to travel very far to see their friends, as I do. Um, they have their families here. And of course, this is something great to have. So I started thinking, maybe I got it all wrong. Maybe these are the people who actually have figured it out how to live the good life. Just stay at one place and then you have your job and your family and your friends, and your partner in life, all at the same place. Isn't that amazing, right? So I started thinking about this topic quite a bit and thinking about it a little deeper. So I want to share my thoughts about that with you now. Well, first of all, they're just different kinds of people, I think. Some people are just very adventurous, and I actually count myself into that kind of category. And then there are other people who like stability and like to not always change everything in their life. And then actually most of the people, or probably all of us, are kind of in a gray area in between these two spectrums. So we like stability in certain areas of our lives, for example, our job, and then we like to explore new things and make new experiences in other areas of our lives, like trying new hobbies, or maybe traveling to a country that we don't know, or maybe date somebody new. So of course you have um, different purposes in different areas of your life, and also different goals in different areas of your life. And this, of course, is very normal to have. Now, having said that, though, I still believe that there are a lot of reasons why it makes sense to be at least a little bit adventurous in every area of your life. And it makes sense to at least keep in mind that there are new things to explore in every single area of your life. Um, I think a lot of people uh, are satisfied with the life they have at some point, and then they just try to maintain that feeling of satisfaction. So they might, for example, be 22 and they like what they're studying or what they're working. They have a great boy or girlfriend, and they love the friends they hang out with and the city they hang out in. So they think about, how can I keep this? How can I hold on to this? And I think that this is the wrong frame of mind to come from. I think eventually we all get dissatisfied if we don't progress in our life, and if we don't develop ourselves. So there will just never be growth if you hold on to what you have too tightly. I think Muhammad Ali once said that if you're the same person when you're 50 than you were when you were 20, you just wasted 30 years of your life. And this is very true, I think. If you are not progressing, you're not moving forward. It's as simple as that. And life is a journey. It's not just uh, getting what you want and then holding this very tightly. It's constantly changing. Your environment is changing whether you like it or not. There's all these different influences coming in and maybe shaking up your life. And you have to learn how to adapt to that and how to evolve within your life. And I still think that it's the wrong approach to uh, just try to stay who you were when you were happy once, because eventually that is exactly what will make you unhappy. So I'm not saying that you have to take it as far as I'm trying to take it, and as far as I did take it the last couple of years, where I just constantly moved around. I never stayed in even a country for longer than a year. I constantly had to make new friends. I had to get used to new universities and living circumstances that I lived in. So everything was just always shaking. I was dating different people. There was never a constant in my life. And I don't think that this is the right approach in the long run. But I also do not believe that it is the right approach to always stay the same in every single aspect of your life. I think you should always keep in mind that a little change is usually something that improves your life. So I try to keep in mind what Tyler Durden says in Fight Club. Let's not try to be perfect. Let's try to keep evolving. Let's try to become something new. Let's not strive for this idea of living the perfect life and getting closer and closer to perfection. Let's evolve. So, with that in mind, I'm signing off. Talk to you next time.